1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, well, this is Warsaw. Just a little panoramic there as I'm crossing over the bridge into the main city. It's quite an impressive looking place. I'm not sure what that is in front of us. Might be some kind of palace or town centre, town hall. But there we go. Let's just do an update. So I've spoken, it's a bit breezy. I've spoken to the breakdown people. The tyres being changed. So hopefully should be ready by about 3 or 4 o'clock. But the other thing that I've managed to do is start to look at the World Cup tickets, and it just seems to be quite painful to get the ticket and the paperwork sorted out. My playing it by ear method usually will work in most situations, but it just seems the paperwork to get into Russia is just a pain in the bum. I can buy a ticket, I can request a fan ID, but I can't physically get hold of them until I'm in the country, and I have to do it before the match day. It's just not worth it, I don't think. So sadly we're not going to get to see Russia, but every cloud, as they say. So what that does mean is it brings the Swedish triangle back into play. So I'm going to go to Sweden to watch Sweden and Denmark and try and see if I can fit in Norway. This will then complete my new countries list for this trip. Might even send Bjorn a message on Twitter to see if he's around. Meet the master of the YouTuber on Teslas. I'm sure he's a very busy man, but anyway, we can try. If you're watching Bjorn, it'd be lovely to meet you. I can get to Oslo in a few days' time. Anyway, so I'm going to have a little wander around Warsaw, kill a bit of time, and then get ready to get picked up at 3 to go and get my car and get us back on the road. I'm going to aim to Poznan of the funny celebrations with their back to goals fame, and whether I stay in Poznan or whether I push on to Berlin will work out depending on how the traffic is. Okay, I'll stop now because it's quite windy. Catch you till next time.
Anya knows the best. Where are the best?
Okay, so we are now back up and running. We have a new tyre. It's a new Michelin, although I'm going to have to change it. I'm going to have to thank our friend Peter here. Hello. He's been my translator whilst we've been getting it done. Although the man's been speaking English, which is quite good. Yeah. Oh, he's got a phone call. Right, so I'm now got to set off to Poznan. It's over 30 degrees. It's absolutely roasting, but it is time to go. He's just making sure we've got ourselves a 49 all the way around. She needs a wash, but we'll go with it. But we're back. The show is still on the road. Okay, until next time, and it's goodbye from Warsaw. Okay, so here we are. I'm driving from Warsaw to Poland, to Poznan. So it's 250 odd kilometers. Apologies, it's in kilometers, not miles. But this is an interesting test. So I've got 5% predicted battery left at the end, although it dropped down to 3%. And this is on one that gives you the more range. I can't forget what it's called now. Let's have a look. This is unrated. Although I did switch off the autopilot from watching a film from Bjorn, whether it said it used more power, but I think we've got enough power to get me there. It was just sending me up. It was sending me, instead of going straight across, it was going up and across, which seemed pointless. So we'll see how we go. I think I'm alright. 5%. I've got 109 kilometers left to do, and I'm saying I've got a range of 168. So this sort of reminds me more along the lines of my Leaf territory, apart from the fact I've got 168 miles, which I never had in a Leaf, but the closeness to the end is it gives you the idea. Anyway, let's just see how this one unfolds, and hopefully I shall be speaking to you from Poznan supercharger. Okay, so I have arrived. It's a bit bright. So I'm now in Poznan, the home of the celebrations. So I made it. It suggested 5% remaining. I got here with 8%. I was doing so that's about 240 kilometers, and I did it, and I got here with about 8%, which in real terms is about spare 30-40 kilometers, which is more than enough. So my experiment of actually going sub 10% and getting there worked, albeit I happen to do it at 85 kilometers, which is probably 56 miles an hour type territory, I would imagine. So that's a very interesting experiment. So because every single time I've not even thought about speed and just got to the next place, but this, it was actually working. So was quite impressed by that. So I can get sub, and because you have the faith that the actual charge is going to work, although I've actually seen out of the 4, 1 wasn't working. That's the first one that's not been working in my entire Europe trip. So quite impressed, but that's about it now. So I am at the Hotel Poznan on the edge. So early start tomorrow, and we're going to get to Denmark as quickly as we possibly can. So another good tick in the box for the Tesla. Although I would suggest that where the battery goes down on screen, it goes down to a tiny thimble, which when you're a Leaf owner is usually disaster territory, but on this it's meaning there's 40-60 miles left on this clock. So it's just getting used to it, I guess. Swapping between a Leaf and a Tesla is immensely large. So there we go. Anyway, that's enough for me tonight. I'm gonna have something to eat, and I'll see you tomorrow.